Okay, hello everybody, what's going on? This is Muhammad, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve for f of 3 in this particular problem. So the problem says that if f of x plus 1 over x equals x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5, then find f of 3. So the idea is basically to be able to come up with an explicit mathematical expression for f of x rather than f of x plus 1 over x. So how can we come up with an explicit mathematical expression for f of x? Okay, so what I will start with, I will start by letting x, so let u equals x plus 1 over x. Okay, and then I will square both sides. So u squared is going to be equal to x squared, which is the square of the first term, plus the square of the second term, plus 2 times the first times the second, which is basically 2. And from that, I can get a value for x squared plus 1 over x squared, which is nothing but u squared minus 2. And I will call this equation number 1. And I will go ahead again, and I will square both sides of equation number 1. So that tells us that x to the power 4 plus 1 over x to the power 4 plus 2 times the first term multiplied by the second term, which is basically 2 as well. And that's going to give us u squared minus 2 all squared. Okay, and from that we can get a value for x to the power 4 plus 1 over x to the power 4, which is nothing but u u squared minus 2 all squared minus 2. I don't need to write. Okay, so I will call this equation number 2. Now the idea is to come up with a mathematical expression for x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5. If we are able to express x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5 in terms of x plus 1 over x, we can go ahead and come up with an explicit mathematical expression for f of x. Okay, so how can we get a value for x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5? Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I will multiply x plus 1 over x, which is basically u. I will multiply that by x to the power 4 plus 1 over x to the power 4, which we have obtained a value for in equation number 2. And that is, if we multiply these two terms together, we're going to get x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5 plus x to the power 3 plus 1 over x to the power 3. So from this equation, I can get a value for x to the power. This implies that x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5 is nothing but this term here, this whole term here, minus this term here. Okay, so this term here on the left hand side, this term is nothing but u, and this term here from equation number 2, we can get it from equation number 2, which is u squared minus 2 all squared minus 2. So x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5 is equal to the left hand side, which is basically u multiplied by u squared minus 2 all squared minus 2 minus x cubed plus 1 over x cubed. I will leave that between two parentheses because I need to express that in terms of x plus 1 over x. So the idea here, can we express this term here in terms of x plus 1 over 4? Of course we can. How? By using binomial expansion. So using binomial expansion, then x to the power x plus 1 over x all to the power 3 is equal to x cubed plus 1 over x cubed plus 3 multiplied by x plus 1 over x. And we can double check, you can double check this final result here using the binomial expansion. Okay, just to remind you of the binomial expansion, if we have x plus y all raised to the power n. Then this is going to be equal to the summation from k equals 0 all the way to n. N chooses k, x to the power k, y to the power n minus k. Okay? So we can apply that to x plus 1 over x, where x is going to be equal to x and 1 over x is equal to y, and n is equal to 3. So 3 chooses 0, that's going to be equal to 1, and 3 chooses 3 is also equal to 1 because of symmetry. 3 chooses 1 equals 3, and 3 chooses 2 also equals to 3, so that's going to be leave us with the second term here, which is 3 multiplied by x plus 1 over x. Okay, so I don't need to do it myself. You can double check and verify the final result, okay, using the binomial expansion. So what I'm gonna do here, I will take this final result and substitute it here, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do here. So that gives us, that implies that x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5 is nothing but u multiplied by u squared minus 2 all squared minus 2 minus x cubed plus 1 over x cubed, which is basically equal to u cubed. Okay, before that, okay, before I do this, let me get an explicit expression for x to the power 3. So from this equation, okay, from this equation, we can get an explicit expression for x to the power 3 plus 1 over x to the power 3, and that is going to be equal to x plus 1 over x, which is basically u raised to the power 3, minus 3 multiplied by x plus 1 over x. Okay, and which can be rewritten as u cubed minus 3u. Okay, and I will call this equation number 3, okay? And then I will go ahead and substitute equation number 3 in the previous equation to calculate for x to the power 5. So now x to the power 5 plus 1 over x to the power 5 is equal to u multiplied by u squared minus 2 all squared minus 2 minus u cube plus 3u, and this can be simplified as follows. Okay, u squared minus 2 all squared, that's u to the power 4 minus 4u squared plus 4 minus 2, that's plus 2, and minus u cube plus 3u, and we can distribute the u here, u to the power 5 minus 4u cube plus 2u minus u cube plus 3u, and this can be simplified as well as u to the power 5 minus 5u to the power 3 plus 5u. And with that, we can get an explicit mathematical expression for f of x. F of x is going to be equal to x to the power 5 minus 5x to the power 3 plus 5x. And with that, we can go ahead and find the value for any value, actually, either 3 or any other value. Okay? So since the question is asking for f of 3, then we can find that by substituting 3 here. 3 to the power 5 minus 5, 3 to the power 3 plus 5 times 3, and this is, let me take 3 to the power 2 as a common factor, then that's going to leave me with 27 minus 5 times 3, which is 15, plus 15, 9 times 12, that's 108, plus 15, that's going to give us 123, and that is the final answer to this problem. If you like this video, please hit like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. Thank you for watching and see you in another video.